my wife comes out and says, "You're not live on him news yet." And I said, "I know. I just hit the live button. It hasn't even hit him news yet." Okay, good day here. Let's see how this is going to do. All right. Let me go to our streaming network. Thank you. All right. That one is live. We're now live on YouTube. And we are now going live on Facebook. So give it a few seconds and then public will start coming in. For those while you are waiting, we are live with well, not with the doctor, but I wish the doctor would get on our live stream. But anyways, I am live with attorney Will Matthews, with the Matthews Attorney at Law firm in Ozark, Alabama. And he is the gentleman that is going to sue the britches off the dude that likes to abuse animals. So,
I already have sued him.
That's right, you already have. You've done put the action in order there. I'm going to go back to my control panel since I see everybody starting to log in here. All right, so Mr. Matthews, I got your picture up on the screen. We didn't able to get you via Facebook yet, but we're working on that. But anywho, just a little backstory on people that is wanting to know. We got a lot of new viewers out here, especially on the West Coast. And a lot of people are saying, well, why are you covering this story on the West Coast when it was something that happened on the East Coast? Well, you know, when it comes to veterinarians, folks, using a vet, you always got to be aware, and this is more of an awareness thing, to let people know. You got to really make sure who you use is very, you know, great with your animals. Do background checks, reviews on these guys, because I hate to see, you know, somebody that has an animal end up being treated like this. You know, it's Matthews will tell you, it was hard for him to even look at the videos. I talked with a good friend of mine. He's a news reporter out here at NBC4, Tony Shin. I was on the phone with Tony last night, and he says, you know, he's a cat lover. He's got 3 animals. And to see that was the hardest thing he's ever watched. So, anyway, tell me a little bit about the background on this, Mr. Matthews.
All right, I'll tell you how it started, Eddie. It was actually Monday 2 weeks ago. So it'd be 2 weeks from 2 days. So it's been 12 days ago is all it's been. This has really mushroomed into a big deal. And the video came out on Facebook, and my clients saw the video, and they were horrified when they saw the video that this guy had done this to their cat. And so immediately they went to the police, and at one point the police were kind of skeptical,
right,
and were not wanting to do anything. But I'm going to tell you something. This got out into the public, and there was a lot of pressure put on the police, and the police decided, well, we better do something. Okay? So the police interviewed my clients last Wednesday or Thursday. Last Thursday.
It was Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, Thursday a week ago. And at that point, they came and gave the police statements to the investigators and that type of thing. And then they came to my office. And at that point, they retained me to file a lawsuit against the veterinarian.
And that was the cat owners.
That's right. And on Friday, the doctor, the vet, was arrested by the police.
And I'm pulling video right now.
Yeah, he's got 2 charges of animal cruelty.
Now, you know what I want to talk about this. A lot of people, I'm showing the video right now, Will. And people are complaining about the lady in the red shirt. And now I want to explain to all the viewers out there, and I want you guys to share that to your friends too that see this video. This lady, no, she's not doing anything about it. She's standing there, how can she stand there and not do something about it? Basically, people are saying. Well, she is actually doing something about it, folks, but it is hard for her to stand there and not stop it as it's going on. But in the back of her mind, she's telling herself, I got my camera set up hidden, and I'm catching this action, so I have evidence, because if I don't have evidence, who's going to believe me? It's, this guy's a famous vet out there in Ozark. So she got the evidence, it came forward.
Her word against his.
It would be.
Where that.
And exactly. And he wouldn't have gotten arrested for this. So now we got evidence. She did something technically, folks, and something's being done now.
And you've got there's all kind of rumors going around saying the tape was doctored and all this. That's crap. This happened. The man was caught. If we didn't have this video, we wouldn't be talking to Eddie. Exactly,
and that's what I say, Miss Pritt out there, thank you for doing what you did. I know people are bashing you, but, my hat is off to you, and I'm not wearing it right now, as you see. Thank you so much. I know you're an animal lover. It was hard for you to do what you did, but you did it, and you got it done, and justice is being served. So, you know what? Don't matter what those haters say, you did the right thing. So,
right.
And this is what I want to bring up in this, and I'm glad I got Mr. Matthews on the phone, because not only is he an attorney, folks, he's also a judge. And there is something going on right now we want to release to the public, and it's the defense attorney that we have, ladies and gentlemen. This defense attorney, I don't know how he even got his license on the bar. This guy's a criminal, and he's threatening people, folks. If you stand up, you say something about this veterinarian on social media, or you testify, or come up with testimonies against him, I will sue you. Now, what kind of attorney can do that, Mr. Matthews, you being an attorney?
Well, it's really just threats. He doesn't have a right to sue anybody. I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody in this community is talking about this.
Right. So what's he gonna do? Sue the whole community? I mean,
good.
Please, I'm gonna put it all over social media. We're on social media right now. We're live on YouTube and on Facebook. Please, Mr. Harris, come sue me. I mean, I would love. I got a good attorney in Ozark, Alabama, to help me out and burn you like he did before. And talking about burning you, was you the judge that put him in prison?
No, federal judge did.
The federal judge did. What was your partake in it?
It was a federal case.
Okay. So how was you involved in making sure this guy went to prison?
I'd beat the hell out of this guy.
Well, one of my clients testified against him, but other than that, he put himself in prison when he did what he did. But that's been 25 years ago, probably.
Exactly, and he's still dirty. I mean, geez, you're playing the dirty games, and people are asking, well, what did he go to prison for? Well, you know what, Mr. Harrison, I'm going to talk about you a little bit. Let's bring that up on the screen right here, and I'm going to actually switch over to my other window so I can actually see both of these. This is a release that was put out on lawyer in high-profile federal case has a drug trafficking conviction on his record. Ooh, that's not good. So we got an attorney that is a drug trafficker. He was actually, what was that charge that they put on him? I can't remember. He did a plea of guilty the next day on it.
I think you went.
You're breaking up. But yeah, you can Google this, folks. It's on opennews.com. Just search his name, and you'll definitely find him. David J. Harris. So, Mr. Harris, I mean, Shout out to you. I don't
Thank
know how you got your license, but go ahead.
His name is Harrison, like
Harrison, yeah.
George,
Yeah,
like George.
Harrison, which you see it on the screen there. But he was able to get his bar license right afterwards, so that's pretty strange there. And there's also what else did I find on Mr. Harrison right here? Oh, here he goes, lawyer J.D. Harrison, whose sketchy background includes in a dubious plea deal with Ronnie Gilly, who is arrested and charged with making false reports to the police. Yeah, Google that too there. I mean, conviction on meth trafficking charges, representing a man in bestiality case. What kind of attorney does this guy have here? Well, I guess what I can say is, the attorney Matthews can't say it, but I can say it. Freedom of speech when it comes to that. But sounds like we got a criminal defending a criminal. I mean, uh, yeah. Anywho, let's give us some updates. What we have on here. I know you actually went in and you did a lawsuit. You actually filed 5 lawsuits. Can you tell me what type of lawsuits did you give this guy?
Well, actually, there are several different theories in one lawsuit. For example, one of the theories is I'm suing him for medical malpractice for a veterinarian. He
Right.
breached the standard of care that veterinarians must use in the treatment of their animals.
Right.
That's number one. Number 2 is he intentionally assaulted this animal.
Big time.
And number 3, he did this in an outrageous way. We sued him for the tort of outrage. We also sued him for the actual instance where he hung the cat like he was hanging somebody from a tree, back in the old West days.
All right.
And then at one stage, Eddie, he punched the cat in the face.
And let's pull that
cats
up.
have cats have 2 teeth up in the top of their mouth they used to chew with.
Right.
Well, he knocked one of them out during sizer. Hit the cat so hard he knocked. Anyway, this cat had been declawed 12 years ago. The cat was harmless. Okay? But that didn't matter. He really mistreated the cat on 3 occasions, and they charged him with 2 counts of cruelty to animals, which I basically couched in my lawsuit against him.
Man, so it sounds like you're actually throwing the book at this vet, man.
Look at that shit.
Well, all I can do, Eddie, is sue him for money.
What was your case?
Right.
So that's what a civil suit is.
Exactly.
The
So
criminal case, I've got nothing to do with the criminal case,
that's right.
and I don't know if Harrison will be representing him in the civil case or not. I don't know. I won't know. They've got 30 days to answer the complaint.
That's right.
Okay?
So we're on day 3.
Within 30 days. Yeah. I don't know. I filed the lawsuit last Tuesday.
Okay.
So it's been less than a week.
And he was just subpoenaed a few days
within
ago.
30 days, within 30 days, I'll have an answer from him.
There you go. Now, talking about the cat, I know you've been talking with the actual owners of this cat, and what I don't understand, Mr. Matthews, is why was this cat even on the exam table to begin with? Because the cat was only brought in to be or not home, but what do you call it? Boarded for 2 weeks because the family was going out of town. So while they're out on vacation, their cat's supposed to be in a nice cage, all relaxed and given food, but instead this poor cat was being tortured. I mean, do you know
It doesn't make sense, and that's why we filed the lawsuit.
Did we even get any explanation, sir, why he was even had this cat in the exam room to begin with?
He has not given any public, statements or anything. So We don't know. All we know is what the lawyer's been saying in the media.
So yeah, I just, I wanted to give that little bit of information to the public because last time you and I spoke on the phone, we did not actually, I didn't know that this cat was just brought in to be boarded, and come to find out the poor thing was, staying in a hotel of hell.
Well, our people, my two clients, the man and the wife, they had no idea the cat had been mistreated, until they saw this video, and that's been like 4 or 5 months ago.
Right. Yeah, the video actually happened several months ago, and that's another thing too. People were saying, and I want to, come to the defense of this lady. She did this video back in November, and the video is just now coming out to the public, and people were asking, well, why? Well, after all this ended up happening, I guess she quit her job. She ended up had to move to another state, and I guess after, all the moving and everything, the video decided, to go out. I don't know if she was in fear of releasing it or what, but I'm glad that she did what she did and it's released. So, bashing on the lady, folks, I take my hats off to her instead of bashing it. If it wasn't for her, like Mr. Matthews said, who knows how many other people there would be no case, there would be no justice, and how many other animals probably end up dying or could die of his abuse. And I've heard some stories, which they're just been stories, but I'm sure they're true. People has actually hit us up and say they've had actually animals that they took there to the vet, and non-life threatening issues, but so happened the next day the animals so happened to be dead. And some people were even threatening or being threatened to when they owed a vet bill or even a boarding, that the cat or animal would be disposed of if they don't pay the bill. Now, you mean you're going to kill my animal if I don't pay? What kind of vet does that? This guy, folks, lost his marbles. I don't know what's going on in his head. But I'm glad that the family's got you, Mr. Matthews, to defend them and, try to hurt him where it hurts, right in that wallet, because it sounds like he's got a pretty thick wallet, and hopefully he's got insurance. And if you got insurance, I know you're going for the max.
We'll see what the jury says.
Are you eating?
It'll be up to a jury.
Are you eating that pizza that just came in?
I am. I am. Very good pizza.
Where did you get that pizza from?
Marco's Pizza in Dothan.
Marco's. Hey, I heard of Marco's before.
Marco's.
Yeah, they do got good pizza out there. I used to eat their pizza when we lived out there. Shout out to you, Marco's. Save a bite for me. But anywho, we're going to be staying in touch with Mr. Matthews. And you folks out there, Mr. Matthews is, like I say, a criminal attorney. He's also a family attorney. And are you still a judge or what?
Yes, I've been a judge 35 years.
And what court? Are you
right now? I do the town of Webb, and I do part-time in Troy.
Oh, and, good old Troy, Alabama. Y'all don't get in trouble in Troy. Awesome. Well, don't get in trouble in Troy, Alabama, folks. But, yeah, anytime you need, good attorney advice, come see Mr. Matthews. He's located there in Ozark, Alabama. We will be working hand in hand with Mr. Matthews on keeping you guys updated on this story. We do have a video on YouTube under the Crazy Guy with the Lazy Eye.com, and also on himandInews.com. You'll see it. Just search Dr. Logan Vet Abuse. You'll find it all over. And watch those videos if you want to know the backstory on this whole story that Attorney Matthews and I are actually talking about. That'll get you really your blood rolling. So justice is going to be served. I want to shout out to Wally Olson out there. He's the sheriff of Dale County, Alabama. Good old country boy. And he's actually said that he is going to make sure that justice is going to be served. Mr. Wiley's a cat and animal lover, and he don't play that game. So him, our Ozark Police Department's on it very good. They're doing a great job on it. The only thing now is we just got it in hands in the prosecutors. So hopefully they'll do their job and real justice will be served. And Mr. Matthews, is there anything else that you want to add to the updates that we have?
No, not really, Eddie. You know, I've been doing this. This is my 40th year of practicing law. And I've had a lot of high-profile cases in my legal career. But this has got to be the strangest case I've ever come across since I've been a lawyer.
You know, I agree with you. I've done some crazy stories, and I guess because this one hits home is because it's in my hometown, you know, and I just want to bring awareness to, you know, everybody, you know, be careful who you take your animals to. You know, it's just because they got a building and they says vet or animal hospital on it or anything like that don't mean it's a great place to take your pet. Do your research, check your reviews, folks, because when it comes to your animals, you know, don't mess with our pets. So we will.
Well, this is what bothers.
Go ahead.
Case, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to use his lawyer's words that he says. He says he's treated 380,000 pets in 40 years. This man. And he's only had 2 complaints against him with the veterinary board. So, you know, how do you know if somebody's doing this or not? You don't.
Right.
And you would never know there was anything wrong if this video had never surfaced.
Yeah, because it would be just like I say always, well, you know, there's been no reports, so, you know, and they're just going to slap him on the wrist.
The guy must be good.
Bad. Yeah. So now he's in jail. Well, he's not in jail. It was a cite and release, you know, probably because of COVID, you know. But he didn't.
I'll say this. I've taken my pets to him, but I'll never take a pet again to him after this. I'll never take another one of my pets to him.
Exactly.
I have 2 beagles. That live with me. And do you think I'm going to take them to Andrews Veterinary Hospital?
I know where you're going. You're going to Ozark Vet Clinic, or was it Ozark Animal Hospital?
The other guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ozark Animal Hospital. They're great folks. Basically, hey, take your animals, get your medical records from that vet, take them over there to Ozark Animal Hospital. Tell them that crazy guy with the lazy eye sent you all the way out on the West Coast, folks. So they treat their pets, folks. They don't beat their pets.
One thing about it, Eddie, you don't have to even promote them.
They promote themselves, word of mouth. Right, exactly.
No, what I'm saying is, since this incident, nobody, I would think, would take their pet to see Logan again. I would think.
I hope not.
I certainly would.
And a lot of people out there, you know, they still don't know about it. I noticed when we had that protest going out there in front of their property, you know, people were still coming in bringing their animals. So, you know, that's why we're telling everybody, you've got to share all of our content, folks. Get the word out there. Tell people, hey, stay away from the Andrews Avenue Animal Hospital. Google it. It's all over the internet. It's all over the news. You know, people, stay away. It's a plague, you know. He's not good, you know. No comprende. So, yeah, Ozark Animal Hospital is where you go. But now there's going to be no more updates really on this unless other people actually come forward, and we are still asking people if you had an experience or anything, or you know something that can be helpful in a lawsuit, contact Mr. Matthews. You can Google him. He's all over the internet, Matthews Law Firm, Ozark, Alabama. Yeah, I just type in his first name and he pops up. He's so famous out there. But give him a call, tell him what's going on. He can advise you if you got a case or not. we need, we need everybody to come forward, because maybe there's some more charges out there that, Ozark police can add on to this guy. The more the better. So come forward, talk to Ozark police. Let's keep this thing going. Don't let it die down, folks. Keep his face out there. He needs to be known who he is and what he's all about. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anything else, Mr. Matthews?
It was good talking to you, Eddie.
Hey, you too. I appreciate the good work that you're doing out there in Ozark, Alabama. And like I say, before I get off of here, kind of rambled off and forgot what I was going to tell you guys. 30 days, we got to hear back from him, how his response is going to be. And then after that, we'll have an update. Till then, it's the sit and wait game, folks, on what's going to happen. So we will do a further update with Mr. Matthews on our live stream, and when he gets an update, he'll definitely give me a call, and we'll let you know. Till then, hey, good talking to you, Mr. Matthews. Go enjoy your Marco's pizza, and make sure you add some of that hot sauce I'm going to send you on it. So, till then, folks, this is Eddie George, that crazy guy with the lazy eye, with himandInews.com and the crazy guy with the lazy eye.com. Make sure you do share our video. Let everybody know, hey, not where to go. Don't go to Andrews Hospital there in Ozark, Alabama. And the people on the West Coast wondering, well, why are we doing this on the East Coast? We ain't going out there to the East Coast. Well, it's because West Coast boys knows how to make noise, and we need your help out here on the West Coast to make the noise and get this guy's face plastered all over the internet and make him go viral. Veterinarians like that, he needs to lose his license. He is under investigation on the board of veterinarians, the state board, and I guess they'll determine, probably it'll take maybe 5 months for their investigation. I don't know how long it goes. But then they'll determine if he loses his license. So until then, anyways, that's all I got to say. I'm getting out of my chair, folks, and I am off the air.